How to survive on Mars. Why live on Earth when you can live on Mars? Nowadays, stories about colonizing Mars are circulating everywhere. A few major things, such as Elon Musk, NASA, and the Mars One project, are clear indications that everyone is interested in visiting the most habitable planet beyond our planet Earth. Nowadays, everyone has the red planet on their minds. NASA is planning to send human beings on Mars by 2030, and SpaceX wants to accomplish this mission even sooner. SpaceX says that it wants to send people on Mars by May 2024. We all know that Mars is a favorite topic of Hollywood movies such as The Martian and This Year's Life. The movie revolves around the things that we might find once we finally step on the red planet. But most of them are not addressing the biggest questions that are a major concern. The most important question is that once we get there, then how can you survive there? How to survive on Mars in the long term? How will the atmosphere be? And what will you eat? If you are also having these questions in mind, then this video is for you. Because in today's video, we will be telling you all about how to survive on Mars. But before getting started, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give the video a thumbs up. Let's get on. Mars is a planet with a completely hostile environment specifically for human beings. And when it combines with the extreme cold, unbreathable atmosphere, and intense radiation, then survival on the planet is nearly impossible. The atmosphere of this planet consists of carbon dioxide, and the surface of the red planet is way too cold to sustain human life. The gravity of this planet is only 38% of Earth, and the atmosphere of the red planet is equivalent to about 1% of Earth's atmosphere at sea level. So in this situation, many different questions arise. How will NASA get there? And how can human beings survive against such odds? Traveling from Earth will take only 260 days, and once we get there, things will become more challenging. Scientists have confirmed that liquid water flows over there. Although water is a necessary ingredient for life, still Mars is a very rough place for human beings with many deserts, very low oxygen, and gravity. In addition to this, the average annual temperature on this planet is negative 53 degrees. And if you want to know about the hottest temperature over here, then that is 26.6 degrees Celsius near the equator in the middle of the day. The most important requirement for anybody going to this planet would be a spacesuit. But for how long will somebody on this planet wear a spacesuit? Surviving in jeans and a t-shirt is nearly impossible in the hot heat because within minutes, the skin and organs will rupture out gas and will lead to a quick and painful death. In addition to the low-pressure atmosphere, many other environmental factors make this planet a terrible place for human beings, such as irritating dust, 0.1% oxygen, surface chemicals, intense ultraviolet radiations, and harmful oxidants. After facing all of this, the person who lands on Mars will have to search for food to eat. The most important thing that you will be needing is a pressure vessel. And the reason behind this is that the atmospheric pressure of the red planet is less than 1% of Earth's atmospheric pressure. Staying on the surface of Mars is very similar to existing in deep space. So you need to have a nice and sturdy container which you can use to hold air. In case you are planning to stay forever, then try to make it as big as you can. The second most important thing you would need is oxygen. It is very obvious that during your stay you will be breathing to stay alive, so in this case, you will be needing something in your pressure vessel. The atmosphere of this planet is very thin, and it is mostly composed of carbon dioxide. But there are many ways to strip the carbon dioxide and liberate oxygen out of it. For this purpose, you need to have some complex mechanical oxygenators, or on the other hand, you can also try to grow some plants. Another important thing that you would be needing during your survival on Mars is a radiation shield. Our planet Earth has a liquid core that provides the planet with a magnetic field that protects us from most of the radiation that the sun directs at us. But on the other hand, the red planet has no such luxury. In the case of the red planet, all the radiation gets to the surface until and unless you are a fan of cancer. You would want your accommodations and surroundings to be shielded from all the radiation. The easiest way to do this is to bury your base in the sand and rocks on the planet. As we know, radiations are not in limited supply, so you need to make the pile deeper until it can block most of the radiations. Water is another essential thing that you will be needing, but in this case, there is no need for very much because it was recently discovered that the soil of this planet has a lot of ice in it, which is approximately 35 liters per cubic meter. So you need to do a little hard work, get the ice, heat it, and make water out of it. Once you collect water in large amounts, then installing a simple distillery would allow you to reuse it over and over again. When it comes to food, then you need to have an adequate supply of food because you want it to find it anywhere on Mars. You would have to grow it by yourself. It is not so difficult to grow food on Mars because it is a decent place for a greenhouse. You need to know that the day and night cycle is almost similar to that of Earth, and the solar energy hitting the surface of this planet is also enough to fulfill the needs of the plants that you grow. Another thing is that you cannot grow these plants on the freezing surface near vacuum. So in this case, you will need a pressure container for them also, and that should be pretty large. The most important thing for you to visit this place should be a reason to go. Because without any reason, why would somebody put his life at risk? Some reasons for visiting the red planet can be: why do you want to start your civilization? Do you want to go to this planet for research and study purposes? Or do you want to exploit the resources on the surface of the planet? No matter what your goal is, you need to make sure that it is well defined. In the end, you need to know that this planet is a very harsh and dangerous place. And if something goes wrong, then you would have no resources to rescue yourself. That's about all for today's video. Hope you liked it. If you ever got a chance to land on Mars, what would you do to survive there? Mention this in the comment section below. Don't forget to ring the notification bell for upcoming videos and the latest updates. Thanks for watching.